addressed that question on here before. Someone has asked the same question as regard what should she do in a case where a risk assessment does not appear to be what they currently meet on reality, and they have reported several times and they have done nothing about it, and it just looks like they are risking the lives of the staff, and whoever did that assessment was absolutely wrong. And the question was, why do they do that? And I gave it from a perspective of what I call sentimental business decision. When such decisions are made, it is always either because of financial gain or because of the institution as a body does not want to be seen or appear that they are rejecting clients. So something also happened like an unbalance between councils and home care or care homes. What happens between local council, the agency, and the care homes or the supported living homes is that anytime council refers patient to you or client and you reject it, or you say, oh, we cannot meet the need, and then they refer another one, you say, oh, we cannot meet the need based on what is on ground, what happens is somebody blacklists you, and then you don't get subsequent referrals as time goes on, because they would assume that you're not showing them enough capacity. So what most of them does is they will accept it on the basis of to come back and review. So once they accept, it will probably still be with the social worker, mental health team, and the rest. And then once they accept it, they put the life of those carers at stake. Now, if they go back to the council, two things council usually would do. Either council say, oh, if you cannot meet the needs, let us pass it on to another institution. There is still another institution that is still going to collect that client, even at the expense of what they are providing. And council has an amount and a budget for what they can provide, what they can fund. So oftentimes when you get good care, there's what we call top up. Top up is when the council has decided that this is the amount and maximum they can fund. There are different type of funding. We have the local authority, the council, the CHC funding, and amongst other ones. And all of these fundings, there is the amount that they would fund, and there is what we call top up. That top up is meant to come from family, or if it is an elderly that still has properties and other things, so that they can get good care. In my care home, there is the amount that we pay, and there are people that uses government funding. We accept it, but they probably pay just about less than £700, and probably what you are getting care for is about 1,215 per week. So the difference from the 700 that council wants to pay is the family that pays it. But there are care homes that accept that £700 as the payment itself. Wow. Now, once you go into those care homes, what you will find out is you cannot compare the standard with what they are operating here and what you have seen to the ones that are collecting or charging £1,000. So there are care homes or home cares that from the entrance you can smell bowel smells a lot, and you'll be wondering that why does everywhere smell like this. And to be absolutely, I have been to care homes that they almost look like, wow, do you guys, is this an hotel or it's a care home? Now, everybody understood that the level of care will be different. There are homes that these guys that I'm talking about taking £700, they also deal with short staffing. And so you will have one staff looking after 14 residents, and they probably only get changed just once in a day. And then you will see a lot of pressure sores, ulcers, and all the rest. These are because there is an amount council wants to pay, and there are care homes that are willing to accept it, but what they do is they give inferior care. The same for the home care and the domiciliary care. And so they will accept on the basis of we need money, but they put the life of the staff at risk. When they go back to renegotiate, then you would realize that the council would say, if you cannot manage, then let's give it to people who can manage. Nobody wants to lose business. And that unbiased part where whenever they lose referrals, somebody blacklists your company, and the next referral you don't get. There are a lot of company, and every day there is referral or people want to get onto the need for care. So if you keep refusing, they blacklist you. If you say you want to accept, then you have to accept their rates. If the family does not have enough cash to top up, then you are probably not the right fit. So all of these decisions, they come into play, and these are one of the reasons why they would accept packages that they know that they cannot look after, but then it now becomes the responsibility. And sometimes the manager themselves are very selfish, that they are the ones that they have paid them for probably 2-to-1, but that extra 1K, maybe they are paying them at at a rate of £26 per hour per carer. So they are saving that money and assuming that one person saying that, oh, use this technique, use that technique. But at the end of the day, they probably now tell you that that shift for you is £17, £18, £19. So you are thinking, okay, I'll do what I can do. But if it were to be 2-to-1, they should have probably paid £15 per hour, and that's 30 quid. But with one person, they are paying £19. You would assume that's a lot of money for you, but then you are putting your life at risk. So it all comes together. But at the end of the day, nobody should be doing it, but that's what actually happened. So it's always a business decision.